So this is by Sandy Gallagher, 7 Attitudes of People Who Prosper. What comes to mind when you think of developing a positive attitude that leads to prosperity? It's a lot more than plastering a smile on your face and trying to think positive thoughts. An attitude that attracts prosperity is something that goes deeper and has an effect beyond the surface cheers. Here are 7 common attitudes that lead to a way of life that makes it natural to prosper financially and in every aspect of life. Believe that you can prosper. Yes, you can be, do, and have anything you want. So if you believe you can be prosperous and be a prosperous person, you can. We become what we think about. So don't sabotage yourself by thinking negative thoughts, such as, I don't have the money, or I'll never be wealthy. Choose to think about health, prosperity, success, happiness, great relationships, the things that you want in life. Visualize and act as if you are happy, healthy, a healthy millionaire with wonderful relationships, and create positive affirmations that state that you are successful and prosper. Repeat the affirmations many times a day. Number 2, develop wisdom and understanding. No one has ever arrived. So, whether you own a company or work for one, spend time each day developing your mind, maintaining the attitude of a student. In addition to reading and studying, gain wisdom by removing yourself from associating with ignorant, negative people who are satisfied with where they are in life and aren't interested in growing or to find a purpose in life. Then, put yourself in the company of people who have a hunger and a passion for wisdom, knowledge, and success. Regular study and surrounding yourself with successful people will make you a wisdom magnet, and that will put you squarely on the road to prosperity. Number 3, set worthy goals. Prosperous people never feel like they're spinning on a hamster wheel. They set big goals so they know where they are going, and they consistently take steps to get there. You are treating your life for your goals, so make sure your goals are worthy of your time. These shouldn't be goals you know you can achieve. That's the whole point, right? They must make you stretch and bring more to yourself to the surface. It's digging into that deeper level of that brain, tapping into that 90%. Number 4, make your work count. Prosperous people not only know where they're going, but they also approach their work with intensity, focus, and a sense of purpose. As a result, they get a lot done in a short period. When you work in this way, you don't have to work harder. You just work more efficiently through systematic thought instead of random actions, instead of being all over the place. Starting to plan and strategize. Okay, number 5, be true to yourself. Being true to yourself means making the best use of what you have, your mind, your abilities, and your unique talents in the time you are given to use it. It's integrating your belief with your behavior instead of thinking of believing one way and then behaving in another, such as not standing up for yourself or someone who has been wronged. When you are true to yourself, what you think about, you speak about. And that's what you bring about. That's the progression to have the right things which cause you to prosper. So be true to yourself. And we know affirmations are huge for that. I'm abundantly rich, healthy, happy, whole, fit, and complete, and I lack nothing. And I'm happily married, or I'm happily in a relationship, or I'm happily single. Whatever it is you want to say, but just say it and make sure it's in your mind. And another one I say is, I am so happy and grateful now that avalanches of money comes to me in exceeding quantities through multiple sources on a continuous basis that I get to keep, and I get to be as generous as I want with. So good. So number 6 is be generous. Being kind to other people makes us happy, and the memory of doing something kind for someone causes us to want to do it again. Prosperous people have a habit of being nice to people. which creates a cycle of generosity and happiness for them as well as all those that are around them, and as those that are nice to them. Make it a practice to leave every person you speak to with the impression of increase, and I say abundance. In other words, make them feel good about coming into contact with you. And I say be a lantern. Be a beautiful, bright light unto other people, and you will attract people that need the light. Whatever you put out is going to come back to you. The compensation, financial and otherwise, you get from developing these practices with a phenomenal. The compensation, financial and otherwise, you get from developing these practices will be phenomenal. It will go beyond your scope of your imagination. So basically, Newton's law, whatever you put out, it comes back to you. Remember that little 5-ball things that I have on my station? Well, that's what they're talking about. Whatever you put out comes back. If you give, it comes back to you. But you want to make sure that you have boundaries, though. You don't just give without people like being able to give back. It has to be a mutual interdependent. Otherwise, you give out of your overflow. When you're fully filled up and then you give out of that abundance and that fullness, then you can pour into other people that can't give back. But you cannot give what you don't have. So that means if you're drained, do not give it to somebody else until you get filled up, till you're full to overflowing. That's the way to go. Number 7, be grateful. This is huge. Expressing gratitude shifts your energy instantly. It puts you in a harmony with your source of supply so that the good in everything moves towards you. Listen to that. That is so good. Expressing gratitude shifts your energy instantly. It puts you in harmony with your source of supply so that the good in everything moves towards you. Ooh, don't you want the good of everything to be towards you? And that's my other thing that I say. Everything goes in my favor. And I'm going to tell you, everything goes in my favor because I say it all the time. My brain believes it. And then God and His Spirit and all the energy around me gives it to me. That's the best part. Wallace Wattles puts it in this way, in The Science of Getting Rich. I'm reading that book right now, too. It's absolutely outstanding. He said, the grateful mind is constantly fixed upon the best. So think about that, right? You always got to think about what you do want and the great things and about being the best, like seeing yourself as the best, seeing yourself as a 10, and then people come to you at that level as well. The grateful mind is constantly fixed upon the best. Therefore, it tends to become the best. It takes the form of character of the best and will receive the best. So they're saying basically, if you're going to think the best and that you're the best, your brain will believe it and you will believe it and it will go into your autopilot. And then you will live out those programs of being the best. When prosperous people have a challenge in life, a money issue, a business problem, a relationship problem, instead of adding energy to the problem by focusing on it, they tend to think about things that they are grateful for. They know that when you change the way you look at problems, the problems will change. And of course, you guys know my Wayne Dyer quote, when you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change. In summary, follow these tips to develop attitudes that will allow you to prosper in life. Believe in yourself and you can prosper. Changing your negative thoughts about money and riches will change your life. Develop wisdom and understanding. Engage in long life learning and surround yourself with positive, successful people. Set worthy goals. Choose goals that make you stretch and force you to grow into them. Make your work count. Approach your work with intensity, focus, and a sense of purpose. Be true to yourself. Integrate your belief with your behavior instead of thinking or believing one way and then behaving in another. Be generous. Make it a practice to leave every person you speak to with the impression of increase, and I say abundance. Make them feel good about coming into contact with you. Be grateful in everything. Feel grateful. No matter what's going on around you, keep your mind fixed on the best. Always think when you get into a tough spot, just think, what am I grateful for? I am grateful for the air that I can breathe. I'm grateful for my nose to be able to breathe air. I'm grateful for my lungs to receive the air. I'm grateful for my teeth. I'm grateful for my nose, my lips, my cheeks, my mouth, my hands, my arms, my fingers. I just start going granular about what I'm grateful for, and it changes everything. Why? Well, because it makes your brain shift to just be grateful for every little thing. You won't take advantage or take for granted anything because you're just grateful for everything, right? I'm thankful that someone made glasses. I'm thankful that somebody made hair ties. I'm thankful that I have eyes to see. I'm thankful I have legs to walk. I'm thankful that I have toes and feet to keep me balanced, to stand all day at work, right? Just shift. Let's be thankful for everything, every little thing that we have. Our car, that we have gas to run our cars, right? And that bank accounts, that they can hold our money. And let's be thankful for our plants, right? All the beautiful greenery and the birds that sing and everything. So good. You were born rich, and your abundance is contained in your thoughts. So be good to yourself by thinking good thoughts, building magnificent ideas, and never permitting your physical world to control your thinking. So think about that. Don't allow your outside world dictate your inside emotions. You control your emotions. You are the driver of your own bus. So be good to yourself by thinking good thoughts, building magnificent ideas, and never permitting the physical world to control your thinking or your inner world, which controls your attitude. How did you like that, guys? That's 7 attitudes of people who prosper. And that is going to be you guys, because you are winners. Winners, winners, winners. So this is my Coach Kimmy Connections.